that fat which gives them all the flavour and that lip-smacking stickiness.
Welcome to WatchMojo UK, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 Nigella Lawson Innuendos.
There is an old English saying, the closer the bone, the sweeter the meat.
Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos.
For this list, we'll be looking at the best innuendos provided by the double entendre legend, Nigella Lawson, on her various cooking shows. Expect to feel a little hot under the collar by the end. Which of Nigella's innuendos is your favourite? Let us know in those comments below. Number 10, cumin everywhere.
I go for the ribs, which I roast with cumin seeds and nigella seeds, and I can tell you it's the way forward.
Cumin is already a spice that provides many little jokes due to what it sounds like, so Nigella Lawson has mentioned it in many ways that could be taken in a more adult form. For example, in the first episode of her Simply Nigella show, the chef was making some lamb ribs. She let the world know that she was a little excited to have lamb.
Their slight lemon-scented pepperiness is boosted by the glorious pungency of cumin. Hard for me to have lamb without cumin.
Another time via Twitter, Nigella was asked a simple question about her love of the spice and using it often in her recipes. Nigella's response got a lot more graphic than we expected. Virtual fans of Lawson descended into giggling, and we really can't blame them. Number 9, idle hands.
And a final flourish of parsley. I find this sort of cooking just the perfect way to decompress.
Making a delicious dish often requires several tools and both hands when going to town in the kitchen. And that was certainly the case for Nigella in the first episode of Simply Nigella. There, she was putting together a nutritious spiced cauliflower and chickpea salad. Using 2 wooden spoons to mix the ingredients, Lawson tells us this.
Love having an implement in each hand. Makes me feel busy, but in an unchallenging way.
By episode 4 of the series, Nigella makes another innuendo involving kitchen tools. This time, she's mixing some ingredients for some chai muffins with a whisk. In regards to making a mess, she says this.
I want to whisk these together, but I'm gonna have to go slowly and patiently so that I don't splash everything, although it doesn't come naturally to me.
Number 8, wise words. Sticking with episode 4 of Simply Nigella, the legendary chef shows us how to make Asian-flavoured short ribs. As she places the Flintstone meat, as she describes it, into the pot, she shows us the bone on the pieces by tapping them. Nigella then tells us an old English expression that provides wise words to the UK audience, saying,
the closer the bone, the sweeter the meat.
Straight away, the TV audience likely does their best Kenneth Williams impression from the Carry On films.
Matron, take them away! Oh.
Number 7, Eton very messy.
Into each glass, a luscious pile.
Everyone loves a good Eton mess. All that cream, strawberries and meringue mashed together in a delicious pile is just the best. So when Nigella showed us her recipe in Nigella Express, we immediately began taking notes. Pomegranate juice or balsamic vinegar? Interesting options. But when it's complete and being served, that's when things take a sudden turn. As the martini glasses are having the dessert poured into them until they're overfilled, Nigella lets us know that
I adore the way it comes bulging out over the rims. And now, a brazen blush on each pale cheek.
We're gonna need a cold shower after this. Number 6, intense eating. Near the end of episode 4 of Simply Nigella, Lawson has prepared some tacos for her and her chums. More on that dish later. Anyway, as they all prepare their filling in their own unique ways, they come to a slight issue. How to eat the oversized taco.
Sorry, I'm not waiting for all of you.
With a knife and fork out the question, they discuss going for a side head in order to get that tortilla goodness down. Lawson then states,
we're all going to have neckache by the end of it.
Number 5, potato vessels.
Scoop out that fluffy interior.
We went into the Nigella vault of TV moments and located this all-time classic innuendo from back in the day. In episode 2 of Nigella's Christmas Kitchen, Lawson puts together a delicious dish of loaded potato skins. The filling contained lots and lots of cheese, dollops of sour cream, and all sorts of niceness. After making the filling and picking up the potato skin, she then announces,
"Now my empty vessels are ready to be loaded."
Wow! After that, Nigella quickly lays on some wise words.
I don't have any guilty pleasures because I don't think that pleasure is something you should ever feel guilty about.
Number 4, fatherly advice.
This is Thai seafood as you've never tasted it.
As you're sitting there watching the first episode of Simply Nigella, having a cozy time with Nigella making a Thai noodle dish, you might have been surprised by a particular anecdote. As Lawson is applying the finishing touches to the meal by placing leaves from the shoots of celery already used in the dish, she mentions the father of her friend said,
A friend of mine's father said, if it goes in it, it's got to go on it.
Well, that certainly brings up some questions. Mostly, what's the original context of the friend's father's expression? Hopefully it's related to cooking, but we can't be sure. Let us know your best guesses in the comments below.
But what this is comforting and unfamiliar.
Number 3, taco night.
The wonderful thing about my short ribs is that because they're cooked so gently and for such a long time, is that they are meltingly soft, but they still hold their shape.
Back to episode 4 of Simply Nigella and the amazing fish tacos. Already yours and ours inner children are laughing at the term. After all, fish taco is slang for a certain body area. When talking to the camera about how much she likes to make meals for people, Nigella states,
I don't do formality, I do cozy. And I feed my friends my fish tacos because a bit of DIY at the table really helps people relax.
It's really nice that Nigella looks after her friends, as that's really important. If you want another Mexican dish innuendo in Nigella Kitchen, Lawson states she's
not going in for full frontal guacamole.
We're now gonna regularly use that expression. Number 2, table fiddle. Time and time again, Nigella has claimed that she doesn't purposefully use innuendos, even though she's made so many over the years.
And I want the juice of 2. Use my impaler for this. Just squirt it straight in the pan.
But when you hear her make ones that are quite on the nose, you start to believe Nigella is aware of it, and it's all part of her master plan. After all, in Nigella Express, the kitchen queen showcases her recipe for crepe Suzette. As she waits for the dish to finish cooking, she tells the camera she has time until her guests arrive.
So that's done, and I've got a few minutes before my guests arrive, so I'll do a bit of last-minute fiddling at the table.
She must really enjoy guests popping over. Number 1, Nigella seeds. We finish where we started with another innuendo popping up from the first episode of Simply Nigella.
The soft creaminess contrasts beautifully with the saltiness of the cheese.
For this, Lawson is putting together the lamb rib dish once again. Already she's excited as she was able to use her namesake spice, Nigella seeds. Well, when she's sat around the table with others to tuck in, Nigella says,
I'm going to just dig in, I'm afraid.
Soon after chowing down on a rib and rubbing her face, she utters,
I'm smearing Nigella seeds all over my cheek, but I feel I'm entitled.
Her bemused male friend stifles a laugh before agreeing with her statement. We feel this innuendo was particularly seedy. Thank you.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo UK and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.